LeBron James said it's a slap in the face to have an all-star game this year, and people who live here are outraged that the NBA would bring a large event like this to a city where there's a high population of black people, knowing that COVID-19 disproportionately affects black people. Now, the details are really being tight-lipped about the all-star game, and they haven't been released to the public about the all-star game being played March 7th in Atlanta at State Farm Arena. Right now, we don't know what that game will look like with the dunk contest and other skill competitions, but we are told they will be released any day now. Now, the NBA has decided to have an all-star game in the middle of a global pandemic that is still killing thousands of people each day. And NBA players have weighed in saying they think it's stupid and they would rather be at home resting. Now, LeBron James is not happy about having an all-star game this year, saying he has zero energy and zero excitement about an all-star game this year, adding, "I don't even know why we're having an all-star game to begin with." After seeing the parties and events in Tampa for the Super Bowl with large crowds and people not wearing masks, Vice President for the NAACP of Atlanta says having an all-star game here is a recipe for disaster.
I think given the current public health status here in the city, I think it's a bad idea. Because COVID-19 has disproportionately affected African Americans and there's a disproportionate amount of testing nor the vaccine distribution, I think it's a recipe for disaster. And so I think that, you know, we all want to have events that bring money into the city, that bring attention to the city. But in the middle of a public health emergency like this, I think it's more prudent to push back on large-scale events until we get to a point where we have the pandemic under control and we could sufficiently make sure people are socially distant, that people are wearing masks, that people are practicing proper hygiene with regard to hand washing. And I just don't think, you know, having the All-Star game, it would be prudent for this city.
I reached out to the mayor's office, but I have not received a response yet. But city council members did tell me that they don't want the All-Star game being played here during the pandemic. Now, clubs are already promoting big parties for that weekend. Now, people not wearing masks and social distancing could be very dangerous. For now, that's the latest in Atlanta. Ayana Crystal for BNC.